Model S leads the pack, Elon denies China factory rumors, and a Model X is kicked to the curb. Here are your Tesla tidbits for June 27th, 2016. On Friday, we had the story of the Model S taking on the Pikes Peak hill climb. Today, Electrek brings us the results. Though it was mentioned that the car needed only a quarter of its stock battery to make the climb, Blake Fuller and the team left the battery intact. They did have to resort to some rather unconventional means to ensure the battery stayed cool on the P90D, as they literally put the car on ice prior to the run, which you can see a picture of in the full article. Because they kept the battery the same, the team qualified for the electric production vehicle class rather than the electric modified class. Fuller and the team crushed it, beating the previous best time by more than a minute, clocking in at an 11-minute 48-second run. The car ranked 65th out of 97 total in the competition. Of note, 3 of the 5 top vehicles overall were in the electric modified category, so the EVs were definitely putting people on notice over the weekend. It would be quite interesting to see the results for the car if they'd chopped that battery as was assumed. Many news outlets have picked up on the story, some with more detail than others, that we reported back in episode 29 regarding the potential factory in China. However, Elon took to Twitter in the wee hours of the morning to deny the stories. Quote, at Newsy Combinator and at Mashable, "We haven't signed anything for a factory in China," end quote. There certainly seems to be a lot of smoke around the rumor, and he did choose his words carefully in saying that nothing had been, quote, signed, unquote, yet, but negotiations were not denied in the tweet. While things may not be final, that doesn't necessarily mean nothing is happening. And finally, in another follow-up story to an earlier episode, episode 13, we see the conclusion of Barrett Lyon's efforts to get Tesla to take his Model X back after he was thoroughly unsatisfied with it. Lyon brought a claim under California's Lemon Law, and Fortune reports today that he has succeeded, with the company accepting the return. In his suit, Lyon had claimed that the doors behaved unpredictably, and that autopilot was dangerous in the rain. While Lyon stated that he was unable to comment on the lawsuit, he did confirm that Tesla had taken the car back, and the company confirmed his statement, adding, quote, "We are committed to providing an outstanding customer experience throughout in ownership. As a principle, we are always willing to buy back a car in the rare event that a customer isn't completely happy. Today, the majority of Model X owners are loving their cars," end quote. Links to all the full stories from today's episode can be found in the description of the show. If you like what you hear every day, please consider supporting the podcast at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. If you don't have any extra cash, no worries. Show your support with positive reviews, likes, and subscriptions on your favorite media services. If you have questions or feedback for me, you can hit me up via email by messaging podcast@teslatidbits.com, or for shorter form feedback, you can find me on Twitter at Tesla Tidbits. Another reminder here that I posted the Let's Play I'd been promising for Forza 6 with the Model S P85D at Laguna Seca. You can find that on the YouTube channel if you're so inclined. That's it for today. Hope to see you back here tomorrow. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.